When we observe the American continent today, it is replete with modern civilizations, developed cities, and diverse cultures. However, what many may not know is that the history of this continent dates back thousands of years before the arrival of the Europeans. Archeological studies suggest that the first humans to inhabit the American continent migrated from Asia via a land bridge that connected Siberia to Alaska, known as the Bering Land Bridge, approximately 15,000 to 20,000 years ago. These humans were hunters and nomads who wandered for thousands of years across the plains of North America and gradually moved towards Central and South America in search of food and shelter. Over time, they settled and began establishing stable communities. Ancient American civilizations emerged, starting with the Olmec Civilization, known as the Mother of Civilizations, in present-day Mexico between 1500 and 400 BCE. The Olmec laid down many foundations that subsequent civilizations relied upon, such as calendars, architecture, and religious rituals. They left behind massive stone heads believed to represent leaders or kings. The Maya civilization flourished between 2000 BCE and 900 CE in regions now known as Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and southern Mexico, excelling in mathematics and astronomy, inventing an accurate calendar. The Maya built grand cities such as Tikal and Palenque, with inscriptions and stone carvings showcasing their linguistic and intellectual development. The Aztec civilization emerged in the 14th century in central Mexico, with Tenochtitlan as their capital. They founded a great empire as formidable warriors and developed complex agricultural systems. The Aztec Empire was destroyed with the arrival of the Spanish led by Hernán Cortés in 1519. The Inca civilization appeared in the Andes Mountains, stretching from Peru to Chile and Ecuador. The Inca capital was Cusco, and they built the renowned city of Machu Picchu atop the mountains. They developed an extensive network of roads exceeding 40,000 kilometers and harnessed nature with remarkable agricultural methods. The Inca fell to the Spanish in 1533 under Francisco Pizarro. While grand civilizations thrived in the south and center, varied peoples in the north, such as the Anasazi, constructed villages of clay and stone on cliffs. The Hopi, Cherokee, and Iroquois, among others, each with their own languages and cultures, lived in harmony with nature. When Christopher Columbus arrived in the Caribbean in 1492, he didn't discover an empty land. Columbus entered a world rich with cultures and traditions, where tens of millions of indigenous people lived across the continent with their languages, ways of life, and beliefs. Regrettably, after the Europeans' arrival, an era of colonization, exploitation, and diseases ensued, which devastated those civilizations, erasing a significant portion of ancient history. The ancient history of the American continent is a story of innovation, courage, and human spirit enduring through centuries. It is not just the history of America but a chapter in the history of humanity as a whole. By studying these civilizations, we learn how human minds were capable of building great nations from nothing, with only willpower and knowledge.